So now we're going to talk about installing a local Galaxy instance on your own computer. As mentioned previously, there are many different ways to run Galaxy. The service Galaxy main can be accessed via the web and allows you to easily run tools. However, it has limitations in terms of the maximum storage allowed for a given user and the maximum number of concurrent jobs one can run. There are a number of other public Galaxy servers that could also be used. However, for large-scale analysis, you may want to run your own instance of Galaxy. This can be done either on local compute resources or on the cloud. Here we're going to talk about how to do this on your local compute resources. So the easiest place to start is to go to Get Galaxy. So either go to galaxyproject.org and select Get Galaxy. This takes you to, or you can go directly to getgalaxy.org, which is where this is going to take you. So you can see that there's a description of how to get the Galaxy code and how to run it. So here it shows the requirements that you need, either a Linux machine or Mac OS X machine, which I'm using here. You can also use virtualization to create a machine with one of those platforms. You need Python 2.6 or 2.7. This is the programming language that Galaxy is written in. And ideally Git, a version control system that Galaxy is distributed with. So if we open up a terminal, we'll check that the versions are correct. And so we can say Python-V. Okay, this tells us we have Python 2.7 installed. And we can also say Git-V, or rather dash version, and this tells us that we have Git 2.2.2 installed. Okay, so we have what we need, and we can get the command we need to run from the getgalaxy.org page, git clone, github.com/galaxyproject/galaxy. This is going to create a copy of the Galaxy distribution in a directory called Galaxy within the current directory. And so now this is pulling down all of the Galaxy code. So after this is finished, you'll have a new directory called Galaxy. We can change into that directory, and you'll see various components of the Galaxy application. We want to do two things to get Galaxy going. First, we're going to run a command virtualenv and create a new Python virtual environment called .venv. So you want to type virtualenv space .venv and press enter. What this is going to do is it's going to ensure that the Galaxy environment is protected from anything else you might have installed on your system. So this is going to make your Galaxy more reliable. Once you've done that, all we need to do is say shrun.sh. Galaxy will automatically use that virtual environment, and then we'll run the Galaxy application. The first time you run it, the startup time will be a little longer. This is creating all of the initial configuration of the database and so on. Now, once this is completed, Galaxy is running, and it will tell you that the server is on localhost 127.0.0.1:8080. And so we can just copy that URL and go to our web browser. And now we have a brand new Galaxy running locally. This Galaxy is only going to have a limited number of tools, and so your next steps would be, for example, to use the Galaxy toolshed to install additional Galaxy tools. To be able to do that, though, you're going to need administrative access to this instance. So let's take a look at how you configure your Galaxy instance. You can press Control-C to shut Galaxy down. All of the Galaxy config is in a directory under the main Galaxy directory called config. So if you do ls-config, you can see all of the different config files for Galaxy, and samples are provided. So if you want to dig into more ways you can configure your Galaxy instance, this is the place to do it. What I want to do is copy the sample file I'm going to go into the config directory and copy the sample file galaxy.ini.sample to the name just galaxy.ini. And now if we edit this file, this contains all of the primary configuration for our Galaxy instance. And so, for example, we can search for admin, and find the key admin users. It's commented out by default, so you can remove that comment and then enter a user such as james@taylordev.org by their email address. Save that config file, and now run Galaxy again by typing sh_run.sh. Sorry, got to go back to the previous directory. sh_run.sh. Galaxy will launch a little faster now because the database has already been created. And so now we can return to our web browser, and if we create an account corresponding to that email address, and then reload, you'll now see the admin tab, which allows you to administer your instance, including adding additional tools through the toolshed. To learn more about things in your Galaxy instance that can be configured, go to the admin section on the Galaxy Wiki. You'll see first installing your own Galaxy, which we've covered now, but also how we can make this instance, make an instance of Galaxy more robust, configure it to have more substantial database, web server, and so on. So in summary, Galaxy is distributed through a version control system called Git, and is available from github.com/Galaxy project. You can download that code, and then with just a few commands create your own Galaxy instance, which you can use for analyzing data or for developing your own Galaxy tools. And this can be configured to be more robust, to run on cluster infrastructure, and so on.